did Cenk smoke pot in Amsterdam? Okay, I know everybody's asking it in the streets. I will get to that last. Okay. I went to a conference called X Media Lab, and I gave a speech there, and there were many people, media from all over the world. It was cool. I very much enjoyed it, right? So that's that side of it. Now, I finally had a day to myself after the conference was over in Amsterdam, and I thought, what am I going to do? And everybody was saying, there's a couple of famous things in Amsterdam. There's the Van Gogh Museum. There is where Anne Frank hid out, right? My understanding is that's an attic. I saw there was an hour-long wait in front.
It goes by super fast, though. It goes by super fast. Honestly, I would not trade that experience for anything else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for me, that was huge.
Isn't it just an attic?
No, I mean, you see everything.
Oh, you do? They got it laid out like it was back in the day?
Yes.
All right. Then
I
take it back. I take it back. Okay, then apparently it was very interesting. My bad for not standing out in the sun for an hour to go to Anne Frank's house. And of course, it's an interesting story. It's just a matter of whether seeing it is interesting.
Right.
So I didn't do that. I didn't go to Van Gogh. I didn't go to Rembrandt. I didn't go to the red light district. I was like, okay, now we're having a conversation. Okay. By the way, if anybody comes back from Amsterdam, any guy, and says, I didn't see the red light district, that means not only did they go to see the red light district, but they partook. And that's why they're trying to cover it up. And by saying, well, red light district, well, I don't even know. I mean, I saw some blue lights, some green lights. I didn't see any red lights. So did I go to the red light district? Of course I went, of course. So what am I, George W. Bush? At least have intellectual curiosity. So I went, and here's what I was surprised by. I was made a little uncomfortable by it.
Really?
First of all, I couldn't find it. That was the funny part, right? I'm walking around, I'm like, what the hell is this thing, right? It turns out it was in the little alleyways.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm the only guy in the world who can't find a hooker in Amsterdam. Okay. So then finally somebody pointed out, they're like, you schmuck, go in the alleyways. I was like, oh. So then it's these tight alleyways, and they got the glass there.
Right.
Did you see it?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, right? So, and they look like they're in cages almost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what made me uncomfortable. So, and then they're like, hey, over here. And I'm like, no, right? So over here, right? And I'm like, oh, the whole thing's kind of uncomfortable. But then some of them were hot, so I got comfortable. Uncomfortable, comfortable, uncomfortable, comfortable. Okay, all right. So obviously we see the red light district. I don't want to get too lib on you, And then what's fascinating about it, too, because I love going to these places, because you see the culture around it. There's people taking tours. There's like young kids and stuff. Oh, and then that's where the hookers are, right?
Yeah, I was one of those young kids like 3 years ago taking one of those tours.
Right, but what's amazing is that there's some dudes with some brass balls who don't give a damn. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, watch me go in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, the whole tour just saw you, right? But yeah, the people going in left and right. Right? Yeah, that's right. That kind of does look like that. So now I go do that, and then finally the last thing people say is, obviously other than the pot, is that, see, I always thought it was broad, though, because of these pictures. It looks like it's a broad street, but actually all the streets are so narrow, it makes it feel weirder and more uncomfortable, if you ask me. Okay, anyway, I took a canal tour.
Okay.
Everybody say, oh, you got to take a canal tour. Okay, later, my friend came and joined me. He's like, what are you, insane? Why would you go on a canal tour without a girl, right? And so, I was like, all right, I was late. I rushed there. I got my sweater on. I get there. I'm discombobulated. It was like in the morning. I get on the thing, and it's got this low, glass that's over the boat.
Right.
Boom, I hit my head. I'm like, oh, no, man, what am I doing here, right? And I sit down, and the sun starts beaming down on you, and they got that glass-covered boat. I'm like, oh man, my jeans are sweating, and then they're showing the totally irrelevant things like smallest house in Amsterdam. Everyone's like, oh, I think there's the smallest house. Like, it's not even that small. What's the big deal? I don't get it. So, I mean, there were lovely parts of the canal tour, and I love the canals of Amsterdam. Don't get me wrong, okay?
I love that you did the canal tour, but you didn't do the Anne Frank Museum.
No, no, and I felt like I had to do it and take pictures because my wife wasn't there. I was going to show her.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's totally different then.
Oh, by the way, I'm the world's schmoopiest guy. I came out of the red light district, and I bought my wife a little, oven gloves or whatever with, little windmills and Dutch girls on them because she burns her hand on the stove too many times. Oh. Okay, now some would say that's the world's schmoopiest husband. Some would say we're the world's gayest husband. Okay, I report, you decide, right? So anyway, do the canal tour. What was hilarious is that there was these two couples right in front of me. One is single. And you got this cheesy Rico Suave guy looking at this young girl's eyes the whole time like, oh, we are on the canals, it is better. on? He was nowhere near French, but you see my point, okay? And then right next to them in that same table was an older married couple, okay? And the woman was like, oh, yeah. The guy, he found a little shade, because everybody else is dying in the sun. Found a little shade in the corner. He's like,
he was sleeping?
okay, sleeping. And then every once in a while, his wife would be like, right, and shake him. And then he, yeah, canal, yeah, house, yeah, cool, and Frank, yeah, And then he'd go back to sleep. And there is a difference between married life and single life. And there you see some of the boat houses. It's lovely, don't get me wrong. All right, now finally, did I smoke pot? Okay. Didn't do it on the first 2 nights. Conference the next day. I don't know. You know, you want to keep it professional, etc. And then so on the final night, I said, come on. What am I, George W. Bush? I mean, you got to be at least intellectually curious enough to, you know, try pot if you're in Amsterdam. So I said, okay, I'll do it. But only for intellectual curiosity. I had already been drinking, and I had a good buzz on, right? And so I had had a couple beers, a couple of shots, we're having fun. I go smoke the pot. And at first I'm like, oh, whoa.
Oh, you felt it?
No, it turns out it not only didn't work, it killed my buzz. Now, get ready. Go ahead. I'm going to listen to the YouTube comments. I'm going to look at the website for the emails. Tell me how I did it wrong. Okay? And I'm sure I did it wrong. You shouldn't have been drinking beforehand, man. You're still rookie. What are you doing? Or you know, you probably didn't inhale right. You're probably right. Every inhale, no, I'm okay. Right? I just smoked like one joint, and that was it. Oh, dude, you should have had the pot brownies. Oh, it's getting your bloodstream better. You should have wore the pants that are made of hemp. You know, I'm with you. I hear you, and I'm sure I did it wrong, but it just didn't work for me. And I think I'm going to call it. I don't think it's for me. I want it to work, but it's just not working. So I think I'm just going to stick to getting hammered off of alcohol. Okay, you know, man of principle.